need to adjust the following and have no. Big play, St. James, 1st and 10, drop back, touchdown Thunder, first down and 10, first down and 10, big shot St. James, big shot, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, big play, St. James defense.
Big three-pointer from the Thunder, send it to overtime here at St. James Arena versus Aquinas. Yeah. Testing, 1, 2, testing. Got it.
First down and 10, St. James drop back, quarterback, big pass down the sideline. He hit a man. It's Wonder going down the sideline. Okay. Cool, sounds good. All right, sounds good.
Here, wait, talk to me.
Check. 1, 2, 3. We're checking for your audio level. Check.
Got it.
Is that good?
Yeah.
Check. All right.
Okay. Well.
Make sure to pay attention when they're doing certain things. We have another. Zach. Appreciate you. Yeah, maybe.
Okay, I'll message you. Like, I'm gonna try and do it as well. And I wanna audit just to make sure I put up the right stuff.
Yeah, okay. Welcome live to St. James Academy. This is TBN Game Day Live. We are
Huh? You were talking to it?
Yeah, I thought I heard.
Oh, okay. So I was just trying to hear. Gives them talks back to them and doesn't show it on the air.
community system is incredible because it's not just that you're invested in your community, but
good sportsmanship, by keeping this contest at a high level of fair, clean, and wholesome competition. Thank you for your cooperation. Please stand for our prayer. In the name of the Father, and of the Son, and of the Holy Spirit. Thank you, Lord, for the grace and gifts of our athletic abilities that bring us to this event. Bless these athletes, protect them from injury, and help all who gather around this court to enjoy the traditions of competition and sportsmanship. May St. James the Greater help us be victorious over all our difficulties and lead us to be witnesses to your love. In your name we pray, amen. In the name of the Father, and of the Son, and of the Holy Spirit. Please remain standing as we honor America with our national anthem. Before we to tonight's athletes, Willie Myers.
Yes.
Another great season of SJA basketball is upon us next on the Thunder Broadcasting Network. And a good evening, Thunder fans, and welcome to St. James Academy as the St. James Academy Thunder begin their season against the Olathe North Eagles. Glad to have you with us. I'm Jude Wonder alongside Will Nichols. Will, what can we expect tonight?
Yeah, tonight is our first taste of what looks to be a promising season for the St. James team. The Thunder bring back most of their contributors from last year and look poised to be a team to watch in 5A this year.
That's right, Will, but St. James is team returning some star power. Olathe North has a star of their own in Asia Lee.
That's right, Jude. She comes into this one averaging just over in a game last year as a sophomore. She's considered possibly the best recruit in the state as a junior right now.
St. James has a big task ahead in containing lead tonight. We'll see how they do next on the Thunder Broadcasting Network.
You see the St. James starting five out there right now. Riley Kerwin, number 1, number 24, L. Robinson, number 3, Reese Messer, number 35, Reagan Becker, and number 30, the freshman Ireland Sullivan, one of the tallest starting fives in the state this year. teams getting ready for tip-off here momentarily.
Thunder in the home whites, Olathe North in the away reds, trimmed in the navy. Debuting the first game on the new court. Sullivan and Simmons to tip. And the Thunder will win it. Sullivan, that one batted, they're going to say. Stays with the Thunder.
Bit of a strange start there. Normally don't see the tip-off go out of bounds that early, but gives St. James a chance to run their first set play of the year. Let's see what they do here.
Messer with it up top, gives it to Kerwin on the right wing. Kerwin dribble drive in, kicks it out to Becker. Becker, good post move up, just off. Rebound fighting for it, maintained by the Thunder. Messer into the paint, kicks it back out to Sullivan. Sullivan dribble drive in, layup will go.
And you love to see that right there. First bucket of the game for Sullivan, the freshman, first points on the Thunder side. And now you're seeing this press defense. St. James, they got a lot of speed. It's working already.
Turnover by Stemmons. Becker has it on the left, tries to give it to Robinson. This one's stolen away by the Eagles. Fast break, Asia Lee all the way.
Asia Lee is going to be a big-time player to watch tonight. 19 points a game as a sophomore last year. She is so good for the Eagles.
Reese Messer mid-range pull-up doesn't go, but L. Robinson finds for the rebound. It'll be a jump ball.
And I think you love seeing 2 offensive rebounds for L. Robinson to start out right now for the Thunder. She's doing a great job providing a lot of energy for this team. That was something she was good at last year and already doing a good job of that to start tonight for the Thunder.
Yeah, one of the big things the Thunder have the advantage in, as this one's going to be a turnover going to the Thunder. One of those big advantages, the height that the Thunder have with Sullivan, Becker, and Messer, and Robinson all out there on the court.
Yeah, 4 players. You're looking at about 6 foot or so or taller with Kerwin, the point guard, and they don't lack speed either. You're already seeing that in the press with a couple turnovers forced early on.
Kerwin dribbles in, step back mid-range, just short. Rebound to the Eagles. Here's Asia Lee.
You're seeing this trap really aggressive right now. Eagles have a chance to break it if they just make a good pass. They can't there.
And another forced turnover by the Thunder. Coach Justin Snell setting up that full court trap and press look, giving the Eagles some trouble early.
Something we saw a bit in the past years with St. James, but this is the first time we've seen St. James really start with that. You have to wonder maybe that's where this team finds their identity early on the season tonight.
Robinson gives it to Sullivan. Becker gives it into Robinson. One dribble, tries to give it to Messer. That one batted away and stolen by Asia Lee. Good trap by Becker. They're going to call a foul. Staying with Olathe North.
Yeah, and I like how physical and aggressive St. James has been tonight. They've been a really active team on the defensive end, and I think that's going to continue working. You haven't really seen North do much to make you think they're going to break that press, so I think St. James needs to keep up that pressure. They're doing that right now with Becker at the top of that press defense.
Another turnover by the Eagles.
4 turnovers in about a minute 45 here. You got to think that's pretty much a nightmare start if you're the Eagles. They need to find a way to get past this press and fast right now.
Even through all those turnovers, still a 2-2 game here with 6:15 left in the first quarter. Kerwin dribbling up top, gives it to Robinson. Back to Sullivan. Sullivan drives in with the right hand, just off, fighting for the rebound. It'll be Olathe North retaining it and a foul on the Thunder.
Yeah, and that's St. James' 3rd foul in just 2 minutes here. That's definitely something to watch. You know, we've talked about them being aggressive on defense and that working out so far tonight, but you see those 3 fouls already. That's going to be something to watch tonight. St. James, a team that has struggled with foul trouble in the past. Last year, they're a team that normally likes to play their starters a lot, so that's something definitely to monitor as we go throughout the game tonight.
Dalia Williams carrying it up. That one batted, she tries to get by the trap. She won't, steps out of bounds. Great trap there by Reagan Becker and Riley Kerwin to force another Eagles turnover.
Yeah, but like you just said a moment ago, Jude, St. James' defense has been perfect, but it's still a tied game. That's something you can't be happy with. They need to start executing on the offensive end and taking advantage of how strong the defense has been.
Great defense there by Williams. Stolen, giving it to Lee. 2-on-1. Lee goes up with the right hand and in. And one. Asia Lee, the star player we mentioned at the start of the game.
Yeah, my goodness, what a great take that was in transition. You got to see a little bit of the speed there and a lot of the strength as well going up against a much taller player in Reagan Becker there. Lee using her physicality, already got the first 4 for the Eagles tonight. St. James obviously had Lee on the scouting report, not doing a great job of containing her so far.
As she completes the old-fashioned three-point play. Kerwin dribbles it up, gives it to Sullivan. Sullivan tries to drive. Open three for Becker. Just off. Fighting for the rebound. Once again retained by Olathe North. Robinson steals it away. Kicks out to Sullivan. Sullivan back to Becker, and the Thunder will reset. Gives it to Messer. Messer drives in. Awkward right hand, can't go there. Another offensive rebound by Robinson. Kerwin in the corner. Dribbles, drives baseline, can't go. Rebound Asia Lee. And Olathe North will start to
They've
speed
got
it up
numbers here.
Kicks out to the corner, open three. That one hits, nothing but net for Allie Workman.
And this is kind of the response that Olathe North needed. They're making a nice little run here.
That one goes up nowhere close, but the foul, 2 shots coming up for the USC commit, Reese Messer.
Yeah, and that sequence right there, that's why St. James needed to take advantage of their press working so well. They only got 2 points during a sequence where they forced at least 5 turnovers on the Eagles. That's something they need to execute better. They couldn't do so, and now they are in a little bit of a hole in a game it feels like they have played better in. Reese Messer an opportunity to help them climb out of that hole here at the free throw line.
First shot just off. Tyra Becker will check in for Ireland Sullivan.
Interesting here, we've already seen the Eagles make 3 substitutions tonight. St. James just made their first one there, so you're kind of seeing differing strategies in that regard. Like I mentioned earlier, St. James, the team, likes to play a lot of their starters, and they're holding true to that so far.
0 for 2 on the free throws. Lee with the rebound. Guarded full court by Kerwin. Messer comes over to the trap, but gets it off to Williams. Williams will drive all the way up with the left hand. No good. Offensive rebound, up and in for Layla Boyd. Kerwin drives out to the corner. Robinson won't shoot, gives it to Becker. Reagan Becker gives it to Kyra Becker. Back to Reagan. That one just off the mark. And another rebound by Lee. Gonna go coast to coast here. Up with it, no good. Foul, 2 shots coming up for Asia Lee.
Yeah, and this is an Olathe North team. They have found their energy. You can tell right now, their student section, their sideline, there is a certain level of energy they're playing with right now that St. James just doesn't have. St. James definitely threw the first punch, so to speak, tonight with that press, but Olathe North has responded well, and right now, St. James doesn't have an answer.
First free throw just off. Yeah, well, like you said, they got that student section up and going on a Thursday night. Absolutely killing the St. James student section right now.
Yeah, and you got to respect the commitment, and, you know, you see a timeout here. St. James, you know, I think you have to be proud right now of how the defense has played if you're the Thunder. Offensively, it kind of feels like this is a first game. That's kind of what I'm seeing out there right now. We're seeing a lot of shots that maybe are a little early in the new shot clock that we have here, a little maybe too aggressive early on right now, and I think that's really plaguing the Thunder offense.
Yeah, and that's not unnormal to see slow offense at the start of your first game with 4-13, 10-2 Eagles lead. But the Thunder have been playing great defense. The one thing they've got to do is try to contain Asia Lee a little bit more than they have. Obviously, like you said, on the scouting report, just haven't done a great job at defending it.
Yeah, absolutely, and it's really, you know, they haven't done a lot in the half-court sets. They haven't been able to really get there. It's been a lot of fast breaks, and Lee has been using her really good skills with the ball to get to the rack, and now she gets back to the free throw line for her 3rd and 4th attempts of the night.
Goes 1 for 2 on that trip. 11-2 Eagles lead here. Messer and Kerwin dribbling it up. Full court press action from the Eagles now. This one's stolen. Williams goes up with it. not close, but Lee goes up, doesn't get it. Rebound by Erzik.
Good job.
Sullivan gets it to Messer. Messer having trouble getting through. Goes up. That one's going to be a foul. 2 shots coming up for Reese Messer. Olathe North there showing the same amount of pressure as the Thunder were earlier, given that full court action. Caused 1 turnover and almost 2.
Yeah, that's something good coaches like to do a lot, right? You see a timeout, you know the other team probably has a set play coming out. You run that quick press out of the timeout, it's going to make a team more likely to struggle with that set play that they had, kind of negating the advantage of the timeout. And a good coaching decision there by Olathe North.
Reese makes the first one. Kyra Becker checking back in for L. Robinson. 5 out there for the Thunder. Reese Messer, Kyra Becker, Arlen Sullivan, Riley Kerwin, and Mally Erzik. Misses the last one. Lee with another rebound.
St. James keeping this press on right now, even though Olathe North has found a little bit of an answer for it. They're going to keep pressing despite that.
Williams up top. Gives it to Lee. That one batted away by Erzik. Erzik dives on the floor. It's going to be a jump ball. Great hustle there by Mally Erzik to bat the ball away from Asia Lee and cause a jump ball.
Yeah, you always want to be the first one to the floor. Erzik definitely first one to the floor. They're going for that ball. Love to see that energy and effort. That's the sort of thing you need from someone off the bench like Erzik to provide, coming in, making a big-time energy play right there for the Thunder.
Kerwin dribbled up top, tries a 3. Way off, a rebound for the Eagles. That's Allie Workman. Pass ahead to Williams. Williams up with the left hand, just off, a rebound to the Thunder. Back to Messer. They're going to try to push the tempo here. Messer nowhere to go, steps out of bounds, gives it back to North.
Yeah, we gave her a little bump on the sideline there. It was enough to force Messer out. St. James down 11-3 right now, just 5 minutes in. They need to find a way to get some of those offensive playmakers knocking down some shots. This is a team that likes to go 5-out ISO ball, and right now the shots just aren't falling in that spaced out offense that the Thunder like to have.
Williams trying to take it coast to coast, will slow down. A little mid-range pop goes there. Layla Boyd.
Yeah, Boyd's had a couple nice plays coming off the bench for the Eagles as one of their bigs. She's played pretty well so far tonight for Olathe North.
That one all over the place. Erzik maintains it. Kerwin with the ball will travel, and there's another Thunder turnover.
And that's something St. James struggled with last year. You know, the 4 main returners for the Thunder, Robinson, Becker, Kerwin, and Messer, they all averaged around 3 turnovers a game each. That's something, you know, they play a lot, so that's part of the reason for it, but that's something St. James, if they want to have a big run in 5A this year, they need to get that number down a lot. We haven't seen many issues with that tonight, but that certainly is something that St. James has to be wary of as they continue on throughout the season.
Asia Lee up top, gives it to Workman. Stolen away by Robinson. There's Reagan Becker up with the layup, up and in.
What a great sequence there by Robinson, not just getting the steal, but perfectly ran fast break, 2-on-1 opportunity to get Becker a layup there.
Workman with it, swings it over to Lee. Into the corner. That one up and off the mark for Williams. An offensive rebound. Up, looks like she tripped, no foul. 1-on-1 for Sullivan and Lee. We're going to say it batted off of Sullivan's knee and goes back to the Eagles.
You know, and Jude, one thing to keep in mind, first time we've seen this in Kansas, the 35-second shot clock, that's something you want to keep in mind here. That means, you know, we didn't have a shot clock before that. Now we have a 35-second shot clock. Frankly, it hasn't mattered much tonight. This has been a very fast-paced, frenetic sort of game, but as we, you know, teams with leads are not going to be able to hold on to those leads as much as they have in the past, and that's something certainly to keep in mind with that 35-second shot clock tonight.
Yeah, it seems like every possession today has ended with a foul, turnover, or some points. That one not going to go. Layup off the mark, offensive rebound. Sullivan puts it up and in. 13-7 now. Eagles still lead.
Sullivan's been a big contributor tonight for the Thunder. She's done a nice job in the paint tonight.
What a tough layup there by Williams.
How impressive from Williams there. What a great take. She has been a great compliment to Lee in the backcourt tonight.
One bat away. They're going to say stays with the Thunder. They're going to discuss it.
Olathe North seems pretty sure it's wrong.
And it goes to Olathe North.
Well, we were talking about, Jude, those turnovers, they really get you, and that's something St. James has struggled with in the past. They're struggling with it a little bit the last couple of minutes. They need to find a way to clean it up. That's where you look to Riley Kerwin, number 1, Reese Messer, number 3, your senior backcourt members. They need to do a good job here commanding this offense and hopefully cleaning up the basketball a little bit here for the Thunder.
Williams up top, guarded by Messer. Double screen. That one batted away by Sullivan. Staying with the Eagles.
And again, that's another nice play from Sullivan. She definitely has not looked like a freshman tonight. She has been very calm and poised all throughout the game so far and has really been one of the few stable players for St. James tonight.
That one turned over Messer. Left-hand layup. Good.
Good to see Messer get her first field goal there. Nice, easy play on the defensive end, setting up a fast break opportunity. And now, final minute. This is where games are won and lost. St. James needs to really walk in here at the end of the first quarter.
Yeah, something different is most of the time in years previous, they would just wait till the play clock goes down. That one's a missed shot, rebound by the Thunder. But with the shot clock, you can't just hold it for the last shot. You got to keep that in mind.
Yeah, definitely have to actually run an offense here. You know, St. James, they've got about 2-second difference, and Messer's just going to fire anyways.
Not close there. Rebound by the Eagles. Full court pressure by the Thunder, having trouble getting by. There's Lee. They'll try to hold it here for the last shot. Simmons gives it to Workman. Workman, layup, no good. Offensive rebound, 3 seconds on the clock. Lee for a deep 3.
Oh,
that one good. She makes it there and blows the kiss to the defense. A little bit of trash talk there early. 18-9, Eagles lead at the end of the first.
What an impressive shot that was right there from Lee. She gets a 3 there, and that gives her 9 on the night by herself. She is putting up just as many points as this St. James offense in the first half and this first quarter alone. And at St. James, they need to find an answer fast right now because what they're doing is not working. If I'm St. James, I think I'm trying to get the ball inside more. You have the height advantage. We haven't seen him go to Becker or Sullivan in the post very much, or Robinson either. I think that's something you have to consider here if you're the Thunder.
Yeah, you'd love to see that if you're the Thunder. They've put up a lot of deep 3s. Haven't been lucky enough to have one go, but you'd love to see one of those inbound passes into those taller players like Becker or Sullivan or Robinson to get an easy 2 instead of trying to force a deep 3 like Lee's been able to do and got one to work. Looking like Caitlin Clark out there with that deep range.
Absolutely. Lee, obviously one of the most talented players in the state, top recruit in the state of Kansas in the junior class of 2026, one of the best players St. James is going to face all year. But like we were saying there, we really got to find a way. If you're St. James, you got to find a way to get it inside. And the other thing, you know, St. James felt like they came out with more energy to start the game, and that has changed quickly. Then in that first quarter, Olathe North was playing with a lot more effort and energy. St. James needs to find a way to get that switch back flipped on to where you're playing as the team with more effort and energy, because they weren't at the end of that first quarter there.
18-9, Eagles lead here at the start of the second quarter. They'll have the ball. Inbound to Workman. Gives it to Lee up top. Calling up a play. Gives it to Stemmons. Back to Workman. Workman with the 3. That one short. Rebound, fighting for it. Kyra Becker comes down with it. Passes to Kerwin. Kerwin trying to set a tempo here. Reagan Becker in the corner, nowhere to go. Looks like a carry there, and they're going to call it.
That's another turnover right there. Becker was second leading scorer for St. James last year, averaged just over 13 a game. She's been pretty quiet, though, tonight. Only taking a couple of shots, just 2 points early on. She's one of the players you have to try to get the ball to a little more right now if you're St. James.
Looked like Becker was trying to pass it there, but the defender closed out, so she tried to keep with it, but carries the ball, and they're going to call that every time.
Yeah, easy call for the refs there. Now Olathe North back with it on offense. Nice steal there by Robinson.
That one batted. They're going to say stays with the Eagles.
Coach Snell not happy with that call. You know, I think he's probably not very pleased with how this team is playing right now. I think he definitely expected a better effort to start from St. James, and they have a great opportunity right now to try to shift this game back in their favor on the defensive end.
Stemmons gives it to Lee. Lee just dribbles that one straight out of bounds into the student section.
And again, that's a great play by Robinson, just a junior, but plenty of experience on the varsity roster, and a great job there on that little trap on the sideline, forcing a turnover by Lee.
Sullivan dribbles it, driving left. Left-handed layup, nowhere close there. Workman with the rebound. Back to Stemmons. Long pass to Lee. Lee with the tough layup, no good. Robinson comes down with it, gives it to Reagan Becker. Thunder will try to push the tempo here. Becker kicks it to Kerwin. Kerwin thinks about the three, doesn't take it. Floater, it's in. First points for Riley Kerwin today.
Yeah, St. James needs their senior point guard to get going. She can put up a bunch of points in a hurry. They're going to need that from her tonight.
Post move off the mark by Layla Simmons.
Great defense again by Robinson. She's played really well to start this quarter.
Becker, deep three. Just off the mark there. Rebound, Eagles. Going up is Stemmons.
Got to give the Eagles credit right now. They're doing a great job on the glass against a team much taller with more physicality than them. They're holding their own on that end right now.
Mid-range shot. It's up and in for Simmons.
Yeah, that's her first bucket of the night. Nice move there.
Kyra Becker gives it to Reagan Becker. Swing pass all the way over to Sullivan. Sullivan has a height mismatch here. Becker with the ball, gives it to Kerwin. Guarded by Lee. Good drive, left hand. Blocked away by Lee. Looked like she beat her with that dribble, but way to maintain that defense by Lee. Getting the block.
Yeah, it's a really good move by Kerwin, and we've talked about the height difference all night being in St. James' favor. That's the one matchup where you don't have that advantage. Kerwin, a lot shorter, much better wingspan Lee has than Kerwin, and got a nice block there against Kerwin on the baseline. St. James still maintaining possession.
Kerwin, three, just off the mark. I'm going to call over the back foul there by Ursic.
Yeah, and those are sort of fouls I think you can live with if you're Coach Snell. Great attempt there, trying to get the offensive rebound. Good energy play again by Ursic, and ultimately just comes up in a foul. That's sort of call again. I think Coach Snell probably can live with that one.
Yeah, I would have liked to see Kerwin more set up there on the three instead of fading away. It's always more difficult when you're not straight set. As the Eagles have it back now here. Stemmons with the ball, gets the screen from Lee, gives it back to Lee, but stolen away by Becker. One-on-one. Layup won't go, but another foul on Lee.
Good job by there. Becker with the strong take on the fast break. You see right now on the defensive end, Olathe North trying to send some ball screens to help out Lee in the backcourt. St. James trapping the ball handler right now, and that's really causing some problems. That's a different way to create turnovers. They created turnovers with the press. Now they're doing it with trapping in the ball screen game on defense. Interesting to see how Olathe North responds to that here.
Asia Lee coming out of the game now. Got her second foul on that one right there. We'll see how that changes up the Eagles' game with Lee out of it. Obviously a huge part. Obviously the offense and defense both centered around her, so we'll see what they do. Both swishes there from the free throw line for Reagan Becker. 20-13, Eagles lead nearing the 5-minute mark in the second quarter.
Yeah, you see St. James setting up that trap now in the half court. Now they're trapping right now.
Williams gets it into Workman. Workman puts it up and in.
That's a smart play. Williams, just a freshman, but she's looking much more experienced than that. Really, they're the most talented ball handlers, and they're taking advantage of that right now.
Reagan Becker running the point here. Gets it to Sullivan. Back to Robinson. Back to Becker. Becker has a one-on-one. Mid-range fade, up and in. That's the mismatches you would like to exploit there if you're the Thunder. Becker with a one-on-one, quicker than the other defender. Saw there.
Yeah, love that play there.
On the other end, tough layup goes for Layla Boyd. Deep mid-range for Becker, just off the mark. Rebounded by Messer. She'll try a three of her own. That one no good.
Yeah, and I'll tell you what right now, Jude, you know, we got this shot clock in here. I think St. James doesn't know that because they are not playing like it right now. I mean, that shot came up from Becker within 4 seconds of the shot clock starting there. 4 seconds, that is way too early in the possession to be taking shots. You know, St. James, they're a team that likes to play fast, but you gotta sometimes hold out for a shot that's a little bit better than what they've been doing right now. Obviously, the advantage of that, you can get back in games quick, and that's nice, but you gotta be a little more patient.
As there's a steal by Kyra Becker there. Batted away, she'll regain it. They're going to call a foul on, I believe, Aaliyah Williams. not a shot you would like to see, like you were saying, out of Reagan Becker over there. Really deep mid-range. At that point, you would like to just see the three, one of those toughest shots, basically right on the line.
Yeah, but now St. James, they got an opportunity. They got 4 starters in there along with Kyra Becker. Need to try and make something happen here out of a set play.
Kerwin up top. Dribbling around, gives it to Messer. Messer with the high screen by Sullivan. Kicks it out, open, Becker for 3. That one true, nothing but net there, and Becker's starting to heat up for the Thunder. Cuts the deficit down to 6.
You were just saying it, Jude. That's the sort of shots you want to see from Reckon Becker. Great cut there by Messer with the ball, setting up the open 3 for Becker.
Austin with the ball, guarded by Sullivan. Going nowhere with it, passes it to Shores. Gonna call timeout by Olathe North here.
Yeah, smart play there by Olathe North. And you see St. James right now, they definitely don't look like the composed veteran team that St. James was expected to be going into this one. They look frazzled right now, and credit to Olathe North. They are doing their best right now, and it certainly seems like they might have a bit of a talent deficit right now. They're really struggling ball handling right now, but St. James has just not been able to take advantage of a lot of the turnovers they forced on the defensive end tonight.
Yeah, like you were saying, it almost seems like they don't know there's a shot clock. They're just going really fast with it, not taking their time. We'd love to see the Thunder, just like on that last possession on the Becker 3, take more of their time, set up a better shot, and as we saw there, 3 points for the Thunder.
Yeah, and I think a big part of that, St. James had a lot of success out of their set plays when Coach Snell calls up a play and gets, a specific ball screen or matchup that he likes. St. James had success with that. Ironically, at St. James, this is a team that loves to run the fast break. They haven't done very good with that tonight, so I think you're going to try to see some more of those set plays, set actions for the Thunder in the half court, because that's where they've been having a lot of their success tonight. Olathe North gets an opportunity to do that right now out of bounds. Asia
Lee back in the game with 2 fouls, something to keep in mind. Guarded up top by Kyra Becker. Another deep 3. That one swished again. Another deep 3 by Asia Lee. Right back in the game and right back with another 3 points for the Eagles. Sullivan up top, gives it to Becker. Thinks about the 3. That one going to be an obvious travel there.
Yeah, and it's really, that was pretty obvious there from Becker. A lot of indecisiveness. She wanted to shoot the 3, chose not to, tried to take the mid-range shot, kind of realized it wasn't there and had to try to pass it up and ultimately ended in a turnover. And again, that's the turnovers. They've really been hurting the St. James team tonight. They need to find out a way to kind of figure out how to stop that.
Asia Lee back with it, guarded by Becker. Gonna want to guard her all the way out there as they trap off the screen. Force it on the ground. That one being kicked away, tipped, but maintained by the Eagles all the way down. Thinks about the 3, doesn't take it, drives in, kicks it back out, stolen by L. Robinson. Reagan Becker with the ball now, trying to push the pace. Gives it to Kyra. All the way over. They're going to call another travel. Kyra Becker confused there. Looks like maybe she took an extra step trying to heave that pass all the way across the court.
Yeah, and St. James, they've been the team putting the pressure on the Eagles tonight, but right now it feels like this St. James team is just frazzled in the half court, trying to do way too much. These players are with the ball in their hands. St. James, I think they just need to calm down a little bit, try to settle into this game. And again, that is where your senior leaders, your more experienced players can really play a big part in that. You need somebody to take over, one of those ball handlers, Kerwin or Messer. They need to take over and calm down this offense.
Messer back into the game. Stemmons with the ball up top. Fakes the give and go, gives it to Lee in the corner, wide open. Just missed their offensive rebound and a travel for Olathe North, giving the ball to the Thunder. A lucky miss there by Asia Lee, wide open from the corner. Obviously not something you want to see from the Thunder, but this time pays off as they get the ball back.
Yeah, and now St. James has to find a way. Final 2 minutes here. St. James down 9 right now. If you can get to cutting that deficit maybe to 4 or 5 at half, I think you got to feel good right now with how this game has gone if you're a Thunder.
Kyra Becker way out of control, tries to put something up there, and all the way out of bounds.
In St. James, they've just played 7 tonight, but it feels like it has just been a rotating group of 7 right now. They just keep subbing in and out right now as you see Kyra Becker headed to the sidelines. But it feels like just one mistake and you're getting pulled right now, and unfortunately for St. James, there's a mistake pretty much every other play. So lots of substitutions this quarter, especially for the Thunder.
Remus Stemmons with the ball. Dribbles it back out. Guarded by Kerwin. trapped off the pick. Good defense. And another turnover there. Messer with the ball. Fakes in, goes up with the layup, off, but another foul. 2 free throws coming up for Messer. I'm loving the Thunder defense there off the pick, giving that trap, creating a lot of pressure for this Eagle offense.
Yeah, you said it, Jude. Great aggressiveness. That's really the big thing. They, Olathe North just doesn't have the ball handlers to really, attack that trap well, and they definitely don't have the height. And I love the take there by Messer. Really strong take. That's what you need in the fast break for the Thunder.
Messer's first free throw rattles home. 1:16 left in this first half. Thunder would love to see cut this deficit maybe down to a 2 or 1 score game here. Both free throws made by Messer.
Yeah, Messer had 21 a game last year, just 5 so far tonight, and really hasn't taken many shots. I think Coach Snell probably wants to see her be a little more aggressive on the offensive end, and you love seeing that there on the fast break with her being aggressive. And you got to have that sort of aggressiveness continue on the offensive end for Messer, because she is really, really talented on that end of the court.
Stemmons with the ball, gives it to Williams. Looks like they're going to call an illegal screen there on the Eagles, gives the ball to the Thunder.
Yeah, legal screen away from the ball on Layla Simmons there, and now St. James gets it back. They have an opportunity to cut this deficit just a little bit more. Final minute here, like you mentioned earlier, Jude. St. James in the past probably just holds the ball for the full minute. Now you can't do that with the shot clock, so they're going to try to get a set play run here.
Ursic with the ball, dribbles in, right-handed layup, just off. Offensive rebound, Messer puts it up, again off. Rebound by the Eagles.
Those are 2 good shots right there, just didn't fall. St. James needs to guard the ball here on the fast break.
Goes up with it a little bit out of control, but they're going to call the foul there on Ursic.
This is St. James team. They just don't look like they're communicating very well at all right now, offensively or defensively. A lot of quiet mouths right now, and there's a lack of teamwork right now on that end. That's something that, their defense has succeeded so much the past couple years because of that, and we haven't seen that so far tonight.
3 seconds separating the shot clock and the game clock. Ball into the corner. Gets it back out to Austin, guarded by Ursic. Goes all the way out of control. And that one's going to be, I don't know if that'll be a shot or a turnover there, but regardless, Thunder ball.
Yeah, kind of surprised to not really see a foul call or a travel or something there. Kind of an awkward play there, but St. James going to get the ball. They're going to get what, if they want, the last shot here with just 27 seconds left, down 7. And St. James had 6 on the court there. They were trying to sub, and the refs signaled that they were good to go. Now St. James going to run one of those sets again, where they've had some success in the offensive end. We'll see what matchup they try to exploit.
Another stoppage of play by the refs. Refs going to discuss this one out.
I think they might be adding time to the clock, which, they started at about 27 seconds, so they need to add about 4 seconds to the clock here. Olathe North subbing now, taking advantage of the timeout. You see the ref over there explaining what's going on to Coach Snell right now.
Smart by Olathe North not to have Asia Leon. Don't want to risk that 3rd foul going into halftime.
Yeah, definitely a good move on their end. You hear Olathe North's coach saying, don't gamble out there. He wants them to play fundamentally sound, not be too aggressive. Knowing St. James is going to try to hold the ball here.
Reagan back with the ball in the left arch. Gives to Messer up top. Messer drives in, trips, just throws something up. Riley Kerwin gets the ball. 8 seconds, step back 3, way short. Rebound by Messer. Messer goes up with it. That one no good. Rebound by the Eagles. Half court heave. No, they're going to try to pass it, but time's going to run out there. 27-20, Olathe North leads St. James Academy going into halftime.
Yeah, certainly a disappointing effort on the St. James end right now. Certainly a lot of time to get that back at St. James advantage again, down 27-20. Now let's send it over to the TBN Pulse. We'll be back next in just a few minutes on the Thunder Broadcasting Network.
From Thunder Studios in Lenexa, Kansas, this is TBN Pulse.
Hello Thunders, I'm Brock Wondra. In this episode of TBN Pulse, we take a peek into SJA Mass Ministries, we wrap up the cross-country season, and a couple of St. James Academy teachers tell us about their experience with our community system. This is TBN Pulse.
Yeah, Mass Ministries is a group of students that get together to help prepare our school for our liturgies. It is very important in terms of our faith life in this building that their whole purpose is to give glory to God and to help sanctify the people. And so with someone serving Mass, they not only worship God, but they worship Him within the sanctuary. Our sacristans make sure that everything that's needed for the liturgy itself is in place in there. And so without Mass Ministries, we really would have a difficult time with the worship of God. And so that worship of God, it does take place in the chapel, but just like the rock that the tabernacle sits on goes into the courtyard, what we do in the chapel is meant to permeate the entire building. The chapel's the heart of our building, it's the center of our physical property, and so the Mass Ministry team is kind of there to assist the heart of our building to make sure that everything's functioning right.
Well, it's a student-led organization, so everything, all the scheduling, training, everything is done solely by the students. There are 4 positions, which are lectors, who are the people who proclaim the Word of God every day at Mass, altar servers, the people who are on the altar helping Father throughout the Mass to just make sure everything runs smoothly, EMHCs, who are the people who distribute the body of Christ to the congregation, and then the sacristans, which are the people that go behind the scenes and set up and then take down the Mass a little bit with just a couple small things like setting out enough hosts so that we'll have enough hosts to consecrate for the Mass and things like that.
My role is to assist them, that it's kind of a give and take, that Mass Ministries is there to assist the priest, but the priest is also there to assist them on what they need. So we have Mass Ministries and we have kind of a core team or a leadership team in our Mass Ministries that I help meet with them. We kind of work together to figure out what's needed, how to train new people to come into the Mass Ministries.
Well, we hold trainings at the beginning of each semester, and there will be a lot of publicity about it. It'll be on the announcements. But if you want to join, you can email anyone on core team at any time, and we will be so happy to train you.
Mass is such an important part of our school. Thanks to all the people who make that possible. And thanks to Luke Tepfer for producing that segment. SJA Cross Country won a state championship. Here's how they prepped for the big race.
We've had a lot of success this season, and in some cases not success that we necessarily expected. Boys have done an amazing job and rallied, and we've really relied on our underclassmen talent to kind of round us out, but they've shown up in a huge way, and they've been running as a team in a way I've never seen a group of a high school team run before, which is astounding.
I think some of the biggest highlights have just been running and growing as a team, especially with the girls. I think we've really come together this season, and we've just really bonded over the injuries, and we're all coming back from some big stuff from last year. So I think there's a lot to live up to from winning state 2 years in a row. It's just been kind of a lot of pressure on us, but I think we really bonded throughout that.
Regionals went awesome. All of our top 5 boys went under 17 minutes for the first time, which is incredibly difficult to do. And the girls, we had a bunch of PRs and or season bests.
Definitely regionals. I don't think it's ever been done where the boys and girls both won regionals.
If we just do what we did this past week, I have absolutely no doubt that we're going to be successful at state. And Rimrock is, in my opinion, the only real cross-country course in the state, actually. It's muddy, it's hilly, sometimes the footing is bad. Often the weather's not great, which might be the case here this week, actually. And those are all things that I love, because it means that you actually got to be tough to win. You can't just get by with being talented, and you got to be bought in. I mean, I'm always going to bet on my own team, and if I had to pick a team to bet on as an outside observer, it would be ours. So yeah, I do think so.
We're so proud of how St. James played this year. Way to go, team. And thanks to Salvador Falera for producing that segment. Lastly, let's check in with some members of our community system.
So I think St. James has had a pretty big effect on my life and who I am. It was, my first job out of college, and I even did my student teaching here. So it's kind of been like my main exposure to, like, I guess a professional career, coming out of, college, doing my education degree and English degree, and I studied some theology. And then to kind of immediately be in a place where I'm able to like develop and grow kind of in all of those things was, I think, really good, just like for me professionally in my career. Personally and spiritually, I think it's taught me a lot about what community is. I don't think before I came to St. James I really had a sense of just how important community is, but they beat it over your head with a stick here, but in a way that I felt like was really positive for me, and like putting the words with the experience I was having was like really powerful. I mean, ever since I decided to start taking my faith seriously when I was like 14, I think that every year has been better. I've been taking steps towards God all the while. But here is such a fruitful place to grow, and you're surrounded by other people who are also trying to grow in their faith and to pursue Christ together. I think I just talked about community. I think that makes it not easier necessarily, but gives you a lot of support to like find God in more places.
My name is Ian Jones. I am a teacher here at St. James and also a cross-country and track and field coach. And that's those are my passions, those are my callings. So that's really all there is to it. Nothing going on up here really. Nothing going on in here, no emotions. I'm just holding the stopwatch and yelling at kids. I went to school here. I graduated from this school. So the answer to that question starts, 14 years ago at this point. I went to Catholic school in grade school. My parents were very adamant about that being something that was important to them, so they made the money for it. And as I'm sure you know, hopefully anyone watching this video, we're very deliberate about how we foster our relationships with Jesus and with our community, with house and the way that we offer the sacraments and Mass every day. To answer the question, how has St. James influenced me? I mean, I think it's saved my soul. I haven't died yet, but I would not be on the right track at all if it weren't for this community and the mentors that I had here. And that continues, that's talking about me as a student, but as a teacher, it has helped me order my priorities as a teacher, because I can keep sight of what is actually important for myself, because this is my calling to be a teacher and coach, and also what is important for your guys' education, for the students' education, rather than getting caught up in the metrics and like, what does this get me, and how does this prepare me for college, and what does this how much money does this allow me to make? Education requires the grounding of why is this important, and how does this make us more human? And that's something that Dr. Rapp is very explicitly walked with us on in our professional developments.
The community system is the backbone of our school. Thanks to Oliver Mitchell for producing that piece. And thank you to all the students in the SJ Media Arts program for making these segments. And thanks to you for watching TB Impulse. I'm Brock Wondra. God bless you. Go Thunder.
Riley Kerwin with the ball to start this third quarter. Gives it to Reagan Becker, to Kyra Becker. L. Robinson down low, up and in. Good quick bucket for the Thunder to start this half.
That's Robinson's first points. One of the more experienced players on this team. Need to get her more involved offensively. Love getting an easy one for the big right there for the Thunder.
Good defense by Robinson and Kyra Becker, trapping Lee.
Great D there.
Dribbling around another trap, this time on Stemmons. Stemmons tries to pass it away. Reagan Becker with the steal. And that one just sails over the head of Robinson. A turnover for the Thunder.
You can see how North is trying to attack right now. That defense, they're trying to, when the trap comes, they're trying to go opposite side to the corner there, going against the player that North is, or that St. James is sloughing off of. They just don't have the strength to make those passes efficiently right now.
Corner three for Shores, in and out. Man. Rebound by Robinson. Becker with the ball now. Trying to take a coast-to-coast spin move up. Just off. Rebound Sullivan up. No good, but a foul. 2 shots coming up for Ireland Sullivan.
That's the sort of take you want from Reagan Becker right there. The controlled play in the fast break. That's something that, St. James as a whole team really struggles with sometimes. You love to see it there. Unable to get the finish. Sullivan gets to the line, though, to shoot 2 right now, and that's certainly a good thing for the Thunder.
First one up and in. Yeah, something to note, like you were saying, Reese Messer nowhere to be seen on the court. Not on the court or on the bench, probably back in the trainer's room. Don't know exactly what it was, but like you said, came up hobbled at the end of the first half there. Second free throw rattles in. 27-24, Eagles still lead. Asia Lee with the ball. Good traps so far by this Thunder defense coming out of halftime. That one batted away, but will stay with the Eagles.
You like the ball pressure there from Kyra Becker. She's done a really nice job at the point of attack defense right now for the Thunder defense. She's certainly bringing a lot on the defense run right now off the bench for the Thunder in Messer's place.
Lee with the ball. Gives it to Workman. Workman driving left, gives it to Shores. Shot fake and pass to Lee. Lee deep 3.
Oh.
That one up and in. Her 3rd triple of the game.
You gotta wonder, at what point do you just start face guarding her, just not letting her get the ball, because she is shooting from deep right now and nailing these threes. She is really all the offense Olathe North needs right now.
Robinson drives with the right, kicks it out. Reagan Becker, corner 3. That one up and in. The Thunder and Eagles exchanging 3-pointers there.
That's the sort of response. Great competitive play there by Becker. Lee hit a 3, and Becker did it right back.
Shores with the ball, gives it to Workman. Workman gives it to Lee. She will fire from there. She won't. She'll drive up. That one blocked by Robinson.
Great play. St. James down just 3. They have a chance to tie it right here with a 3.
Kerwin with the ball, gives it to Becker. Becker all the way, swing pass over to Robinson. Robinson, mid-range pull up, just short. Dribbling now at Shores. She'll try to take one-on-one. That one blocked by Robinson.
Same spot as the block just a moment ago. Back-to-back blocks for Robinson. She has been great inside on the defensive end for St. James tonight.
Step back 3, just off.
That's another one of those quick-fire shots. If she's taking it with confidence, you don't hate it, but need to start making them if you're the Thunder.
Shores inside to Simmons, won't make that one. Thunder have the numbers. Looks like they're gassed out there. Not pushing the tempo. Kerwin with the ball.
A lot of running both ways right now in both teams' first game.
Sullivan will try a corner. Just short again. Rebound comes down with it. It's Reagan Becker. She'll try a 3. Off the mark. Asia Lee with the rebound.
Those are not bad shots right now. St. James has had great shot selection this half. They're just not falling right now for the Thunder. Still a 3-point game, just 4:40 left right now.
Asia Lee stolen away by Kyra Becker. One-on-one fast break. Up and in. Cuts the deficit down to 1. And a timeout.
That's St. James' first bench points right there, the breakaway layup for Becker, and that's the response you want to see from the Thunder, the resiliency you needed to see, and especially with Reese Messer out, that is huge. As Reese Messer coming back from the locker room right now, certainly looks hobbled. Don't think we'll probably be seeing her again today if you had to speculate. But right now, St. James, they're doing a great job without her. I love the defense is still doing their job, but offensively, you're starting to see some of that shot selection get a little bit better, and it's turning into points on the offensive end.
Thunder on a good run coming out of halftime with 4:37 left in the third quarter, 30-29. The Thunder trail by 1. The Eagles with the ball now.
We'll see how the Eagles try to attack the Thunder now. St. James coming back with, they're going to set it back up in the half court now, but you got to think they're going to try to get Lee involved again from the three-point line. That's been their best offense so far tonight.
Stemmons with the ball up top. Tries to give it inside and will to Boyd. Boyd up with the left hand. No good. Batted back by Stemmons, and a rebound for Williams. Workman pull up mid-range, nothing but net.
Yeah, Workman, the second leading scorer for this team last year at just 6.6 a game, but she's played really well tonight.
Becker, tough layup, bounces around the rim and falls.
That's the sort of finish St. James needed there. She's got 14 tonight. She is definitely starting to look more like the player St. James expected this half.
Williams inside, great pass and find for the assist. Williams to Boyd.
Boyd's been great on the inside tonight for North, and a great pass to set her up as well.
Good pass inside to Sullivan here. Layup just rattles in. Good pass by Kerwin.
Now you're seeing both teams picking it up a little bit. Shots are starting to fall. This is getting fun here in the Thunderdome.
Left hand, no good. Rebound by Reagan Becker. Thunder, we'll see if we try to push the pace here. We'll slow it down. Kerwin with the ball up top.
St. James hasn't had a lead all night. They have a chance to take that lead here, down just one, 34-33.
Robinson drives in, gives it to Kyra Becker. Kyra Becker out to Sullivan. Sullivan will try a three. No good. Rebound by Stemmons.
It's a great shot again. You just need to start hitting those if you're the Thunder.
Deep three by Lee. That one rattles in. Asia Lee on fire.
My goodness, I mean, she just gets any sort of breathing room, and she is knocking it down right now. You know, St. James hasn't even played that bad a defense on her. It's just she gets a little bit of room anywhere behind the three-point line, and she's going to fire, and she has been hitting tonight. What an impressive performance. 18 so far for Asia Lee.
What a sequence of basketball there. 37-33. Eagles still with the lead. Like you said, Thunder haven't had the lead all night. We'll see what they do here. Coming out of the timeout, down 4 with 3 minutes left in the third quarter. This one picking up. Both teams starting to make more and more shots.
Yeah, you have to wonder with Messer out, St. James hasn't subbed in 5 minutes. They're going to have to do that at some point. Urzik has played well tonight. She'll definitely be one of the players called upon, but you have to wonder, is St. James just going to stick with those 6, or are they going to start getting some other players in here? It would be big moments. Those players are playing their first minutes of the season if they do decide to go with some players outside those 6. But I think you mentioned it a bit ago, Jude. St. James looks a little tired right now, and they're only going to get more tired from here. So it'll be interesting to see how St. James subs, especially against the North team that has an 8-person rotation right now and is certainly using all 8 on the court tonight.
Yeah, and that timeout there was by Olathe North. They called it after a made shot, which you don't often see, but might have been some strategy involved there, as Asia Lee's not really been coming out of the game that much, maybe giving her a breather to be able to stay in the game for longer, as there's full court pressure now by the Eagles.
Yeah, that's what they did after last time out. They're doing it again here, and now they're going to make Becker bring it up instead of Kerwin for the Thunder.
Kerwin with the ball up top, gives it to Becker. Becker to Kyra Becker, guarded by Lee. Swing pass over to Kerwin. Dribble drives behind the back, gives it to Reagan Becker. Thinks about the pull-up mid-range, kicks it out to Sullivan. Sullivan drives in. Right hand in.
What a move by the freshman. That is a big-time play. Great use of her body there to shield the defender, and that's exactly what St. James needed out of the timeout.
Workman, good pass inside. That one off, but 2 shots coming up for Layla Boyd. Good pass there by Workman.
Yeah, nice play by Workman, but again on the offensive end, I mean, seriously, that is a really, really impressive move going from the left wing over to that right side, getting you a nice layup. You know, Sullivan, she's played really well tonight for the Thunder, has 10 in that starting lineup. She has been such a huge factor on the offensive end for the Thunder.
First free throw just short. 2-point lead here for the Eagles, and it just seems like it's been building up to the Thunder about to gain the lead, and just like that, the Eagles will respond. Just waiting for that moment until the Thunder take the lead and the Thunderdome ignites.
You got to give Lee a lot of credit for that. She's been hitting a 3 every time St. James has had some life in here in this half.
Another tough layup attempt. This time won't go for Sullivan. They'll call a foul on the Thunder, giving the ball to the Eagles.
Yeah, that's on Robinson down low. And again, a great effort by Boyd there. She came off the bench tonight for the Eagles. She's been playing really, really good minutes at the center position. Been definitely holding her own in a matchup where she is one of the shorter player against who she's guarding a lot tonight. She's been really impressive for the Eagles so far.
There's Williams. That one almost stolen away by Robinson. Gives it inside to Boyd. Up and in. Tough layup by Layla Boyd.
Yeah, and that gives her 11 on the night. Just mentioned her there. Another strong finish for the Eagles. Now St. James has an opportunity to respond on the offensive end. Still haven't seen any sub 6 minutes into this half with Messer out.
Kyra Becker inside and one. Good pass by Riley Kerwin inside to Becker. The tough layup falls and an extra free throw coming up.
You'll love to see the strength there from Kyra Becker. Great play by the sophomore. Really strong finish there for the Thunder. And again, a good pass like Kerwin, like you said there. Now she has an opportunity to make it a three-point play at the line.
And she does. 40-38. Thunder trail by 2 now. Williams with the ball up top. Gives it to Stemmons. Back to Williams, now to Lee. In that spot, she's hit 2 deep threes. Gonna want to play all the way up there. This time she'll drive in, floater, that one falls. And that's the problem. If you're gonna try to guard that deep three, she's quick enough to get by you and hit the mid-range floater. This time it's Reagan Becker, a 3. Just off, rebound Sullivan, up and in. Second chance basket for the Thunder.
Again, great play by Sullivan on the offensive boards there. St. James done a great job offensive rebounding tonight, particularly Sullivan and Robinson have really contributed a lot in that area of the game. Final minute here, St. James down 2, crucial minute to end this quarter.
Lee, great pass to the corner. Workman for 3.
Oh.
And 1. Chance at a 4-point play coming up for the Eagles. And what a pass there by Asia Lee. The entire Thunder defense came down to trap her, kicks it out to the corner, and Workman drills the 3 with the foul.
God, that's a great play there. And Workman, what impressive concentration. Getting fouled, still pure swish on the 3. She has been really good tonight for the Eagles. Their third player in double figures tonight. And it's tough if you're the Thunder between Workman and Lee. Those are 2 high-level three-point shooters, and St. James is really struggling right now with guarding both of them on the perimeter. Feels like one of the 2 is always open right now.
Workman for the 4-point play. Won't hit it, but an offensive rebound for the Eagles. Workman with the ball, back to Boyd, now to Williams.
That shot clock resets. They got 8-second difference between the 2.
Asia Lee now trying to push it. Gets it inside to Boyd. Gonna call a foul there. A little bit of a questionable call. Don't know who they're going to call it on. It's going to be on L. Robinson.
Yeah, tough to tell from up here. Definitely looked like you could have maybe gone with the jump ball, but maybe got her with the left hand there. They're going to say it's not a shooting foul. That's maybe the more surprising part of that call. So that's Robinson's 3rd foul of the game for the Thunder. Now no shot clock left with just 34 seconds on the clock.
The Eagles can hold it for the last shot if they choose. Lee up top to the corner. It's Williams. Williams tries a corner 3. Way long there. Rebound to Kyra Becker and the Thunder.
St. James should hold for the last shot here and need to control the ball first.
Kerwin with the ball. And it's going to be a carry there. Looked like she was going to pass it, but then decided to try to keep it there. And another one of those carry calls.
Yeah, and I think Coach Snell was trying to tell him, hey, settle down. We're going to try to hope for the last shot. Kerwin heard it right as she was picking up her dribble, and kind of a bit of an awkward play there. Definitely don't want to see that from your senior point guard. Now you have to stop the Eagles on a defensive end.
Williams fakes the give and go. Goes up, right hand, up and in. 3 seconds left. Reagan Becker, 2-1, half-court heave. Way off the mark there. 47-40. Eagles remain up 7 going into the 4th quarter.
So in 2022, we started a 3-year strategic plan for St. James Academy, and one of the imperatives was to create a campus master plan. It started with the media and rhetoric arts classrooms, and we wanted to make sure we were doing things in the right order. We're at 10.8 million right now, right about 10.8, and we need to get to 15 million over the next 6 months, and then we can start working on the Cultural Arts Center as well. So we're meeting with people all the time about what they want to support.
As we welcome you back to the Thunderdome, start of the fourth quarter. Eagles lead the Thunder 47-40 in a tough matchup here.
Yeah, and Jude, this was a game we expected Asia Lee. You know, we knew she was going to put up numbers, but you have to be impressed by Williams, Workman, and Boyd. They've all impressed so far for the Eagles, and St. James now making their first sub of the night. Erzik in for Kerwin. They subbed out Kerwin about 15 seconds left in the third quarter. Now Erzik staying in. So getting Kerwin, the senior point guard, a little bit of a rest here.
Lee with the ball up top, gives it over to Stimmons. Stimmons dribbles in, Workman, corner three. This one won't go. Fighting for the board. It's going to be last touched by Boyd and going to the Thunder.
And you're starting to hear that St. James crowd a little bit right now. And again, you know, Boyd, she didn't get the ball on the rebound, but again, you have to be impressed by the effort. She is sticking her nose in there on every single rebound and is really doing a great job of putting forth her best effort right now. You have to be impressed by that for the Eagles.
Student section's in a little bit of a matchup here. Becker with the ball, gives it to Erzik. Sullivan now with it, dribbling with the left, kicks out to the corner. Reagan Becker, open three. That one just flat. Last touch by Becker, and the Thunder going to the Eagles.
That's a good shot there by Becker. Corner three, wide open. That's the sort of shot you expect her to make. Unfortunately, just didn't go there for the Thunder.
And another thing with that shot clock, what it does, even though there's still more than 7 minutes left in this one, the shortened shot clock shortens all of the drives for each team, so they can't just hold it for a minute and then put up a shot. As there's a three by Workman, short, Becker with the rebound. Becker now with the ball. At the right wing, gives it to Kerwin up top, guarded by Boyd. Now with Erzik. Erzik to Robinson. Robinson with the right hand, kicks to the corner. Open three for Kerwin. That one hits. Her first three of the game cuts the Thunder deficit down to 4.
St. James, you're seeing when they're getting in the lane right now, corner threes are open. Becker had one just a moment ago. Kerwin knocks one down there. We're going to see St. James probably go back to that a lot tonight.
Boy, Lee thinks about the three, doesn't take it, gives it to Workman. Now to Williams. Williams up top, guarded closely by Robinson. And call, 5-second call.
Wow.
Great defense there by L. Robinson to force a turnover.
You know, you don't see that very often. It's the right call, though. She was guarded there, wasn't doing much with it. And, you know, it used to be a 3 seconds well guarded. Now it's 5 seconds with the shot clock, so that's another little change that you see in the game right there. And bit of a difference there, but St. James is going to get the ball back here, down 4, just 6 minutes left. As Kerwin entered back into the game just a moment ago, commanding the offense now for the Thunder.
Kerwin with the ball, trying to cut it to a one-score game. Erzik with the ball, gives it to Sullivan. Corner of Robinson. Robinson with the left hand, drives in, gives it out to Becker. Becker, good find into Sullivan, easy layup for 2.
That's a great cut right there. Good job finding her, but that's the sort of plays you need. Off ball, you have to be active, and Sullivan was there.
Now into the corner, the extra pass to Williams. She won't take it. She'll dribble in, almost a travel.
It was.
Shot up, won't go. Becker with the ball. Thunder have numbers. Robinson to Sullivan. Up and in, it's a tie ball game here.
That was definitely an awkward fast break there, but St. James ends up with the points. Tied game, 5:30 left here. Anybody's ball game. It's time for some playmakers to make some plays on both sides here. See St. James trying to face guard Lee, not letting her shoot it.
Lee with the ball up top, dribbles in, tough left hand. That one won't go. A rare miss of a layup there, and a block by Becker. Becker pushing the offense, gives it to Kerwin on the wing. Three! It goes! 3 points for the Thunder to take their first lead of the game, 50-47.
Olathe North should call timeout. They are out of sorts right now. St. James taking advantage.
Asia Lee, a deep two. That one goes in a timeout there by the Eagles, just as expected. What a big shot, but if she was just a foot and a half further back, there's a tie ball game.
What a shot, though, by Lee. I mean, this is a team that needed a response. 50-49, 4:50 left in the fourth quarter.
The Spark Center is where students can come to help with learning, enrichment, collaboration. So say you're working on a problem or writing an essay and you get stuck in seminar and you're like, I just don't know what to do. You can ask your seminar teacher or study hall teacher. You can come on down during the day. We'll solve your problems and you can get right back to work so that you can be more efficient and have fun at home.
The 49, Thunder lead by 1. Been a back and forth game as the Thunder get their first lead here. We'll see what they do. Coming off of the Asia Lee mid-range shot and Eagles timeout. We'll see what Coach Snell has drawn up.
Yeah, and I think right now, if you're the Thunder, you have to try to play through Becker and Kerwin. Those two have been your best players. Sullivan and Robinson have been doing a good job cutting as well. Becker and Kerwin have done a good job finding them this quarter. I think that's got to be your offense. Try to, dribble, drive, cuts, penetrate, try to find the open three-point shooter. That's got to be the plan right now for the Thunder.
Kerwin with the ball, gives it to Becker. Full court pressure here by the Eagles. Thunder have been doing a good job at dribbling in and passing it out. Robinson with the left-hand layup. That one goes.
That's what I was just saying there. You got to drive, get to the basket. That time they never stopped. Robinson took it in strong and got the bucket.
Lee has the ball, dribbles in. Tough layup. Dribbles through what looked like 4 white jerseys there, but still finds a way to come up with a bucket.
Yeah, she's got 24 tonight, and she has been really the only reason Olathe North is still in this game this quarter. And she has put together a great performance tonight. They're going to need her down the stretch a lot here.
Becker with the ball up top.
Coach Williams has settled down here.
Gives it to Sullivan. Sullivan dribbles with the left. Step back's 10 on the shot clock.
He's got some space if she wants the 3.
She'll dribble it, take it to Erzik. 4 on the shot clock. Gotta put something up. Becker, quick 3. Off the mark.
That's the first time the shot clock has come into play really tonight. Great job. 35 seconds of really good defense for the Eagles there. St. James can't get a good shot. And that's the sort of energy and intensity you need if you're the Eagles. Now I think St. James, you have to find a way to stop Lee, whatever that is, maybe a box and one or a zone, or you just hope that Kyra Becker can do her job in man. But right now St. James has to find an answer for Lee because she can take this game over and win it for the Eagles if St. James allows her to.
And what a huge stop by the Eagles there, like you said. 35 seconds of great defense, forcing a bad shot and shot clock violation. Now with the chance to take the lead. Lee with the ball. Looked like a carry. They're not going to call it. This one, she kicks it away, though. Kyra Becker comes with it. They're going to call a foul on Lee.
It shouldn't have been in that spot in the first place. Like you said, Jude, that was a travel. They've missed a couple travels tonight. I mean, a very good ref crew, I would say, tonight. They've been making a lot of good calls, but they missed a couple both ways. Traveling ended up not mattering, though, and Lee getting the foul as well. That's her 3rd of the night. Now 3:33 left on the clock. St. James up 1. They need to find something on the offensive end.
Carl with the ball up top, closely guarded by Stemmons. Gets the high screen from Becker. Defense switches. Now it's Sullivan driving left hand up. No good, gets her own rebound. Up and in and one. What a play by the freshman Ireland Sullivan.
What a tremendous play there. Missed the first one, got the rebound, put it up strong through the contact. She's got 18 tonight in her first game at the Thunderdome in a St. James uniform, and she has been a tremendous player tonight. St. James would not be in this one without her. She has really been making her presence known in her first game.
Sullivan extends the lead to a 2-score game. Biggest lead for the Thunder all night, 55-51. Timeout by Coach Snell.
So both teams have 2 timeouts left. That definitely factors in a close game. Final 3 minutes. That's going to definitely factor in the last minute or so of this game. St. James up 4 right now. I think if you're Olathe North, Lee's obviously the player you expect to get the ball. I think you try to get the ball in her hands, maybe let her bring the ball up the court, which we haven't seen much tonight. But if they take away Lee, I think you've got to try to give Workman the ball. Workman's this team's second best shooter behind Lee. She's been really good tonight, has 10 points on the game. I think that's the other player you look to right now if you're the Eagles, if St. James is taking away Lee.
Yeah, like you were saying, Lee hasn't been doing just a good job of scoring, but she's also been doing a really good job of driving in, sucking in the defense, and being able to kick it out to one of her teammates like Boyd or Workman, who have been able to hit some clutch shots.
Absolutely, and that, we've seen that a lot this second half especially. We saw the first half a lot more of the shooting ability of Lee. St. James adjusted, tried to guard her farther outside. Now we're seeing her take advantage of that defense and find open players on the outside and, really showing her full talents. A player with a lot of offers right now to play, again, the top recruit in the state in the junior class. You're seeing her talent on full display tonight. They are not going to have her bring it up. It's going to be Williams bringing it up, so we'll see how they try to get the ball to Lee here. Kyra Becker guarding her. She's done a really good job all night on Lee.
Williams dribbles it up. Lee is in the corner. Kyra Becker trying to face guard. Williams dribbles it up, drives all the way by, goes up with the right hand, up and in. Tough layup there by Williams to cut the deficit to 2.
Yeah, we haven't talked about Delia Williams much tonight, but the freshman, she's been making a big impact. Hard to play point guard as a freshman. There's definitely been growing pains, but she's been a big-time contributor for the Eagles and a big, big bucket there to cut the lead to 2.
Elle Robinson with the ball, kicks it to Kyra Becker. Looked like a double dribble. Kerwin with the deep 3, won't hit. Rebound by Williams. And a chance to tie it or take the lead here for the Eagles. Williams with the ball. Tries to give it to Lee. That one's tipped, so not an over and back violation.
There's only 15 seconds on the clock. Lee has the ball here, though.
They're going to call a reach foul there on Kyra Becker.
That's the sort of call, I mean, you don't want it, but you can live with it in that moment if you're the Thunder. Right now, you just need to make sure Lee doesn't get a shot off, because that is way scarier than picking up a foul on Kyra Becker. Only her second on the night. And team's first of the quarter as well.
Workman dribbling around, gives it to Stemmons. Stemmons gives it to Lee, deep 3. Nothing but net again, gets the crowd fired up as the Eagles retake the lead.
Yeah, she's got 27 on the light. You cannot leave her alone. She is lights out from deep.
Becker tries one, no good. On the ground looking for a foul, not going to get one there. 56-55, Eagles take the lead again. Asia Lee with another deep 3.
What a special moment right in front of her student section, too. You guys think the energy is great there. You knock down a 3 right in front of your crowd. They're loving it. And again, St. James, you just can't let her get the ball, because she just gets a little bit of space and she can make it from anywhere on the court, inside or outside the 3-point line.
Stemmons dribbles by, gives it to Workman, deep 2. No good, rebound by Sullivan.
Bad shot there for Olathe North. Too early in the shot clock for that sort of shot.
Risky pass, regained by the Thunder. Reagan Becker with it now. Swing pass all the way over to Sullivan. Sullivan with it, dribbles in, layup, good. Thunder take the lead by 1.
Every time St. James has needed that calming presence, it's been the freshman Sullivan tonight. She has been so huge, getting 21 there for the Thunder.
Stemmons with the ball. A minute 10 left on the clock. Stemmons dribbles in, decides not to take it, kicks out to Workman for 3. No good, rebound by the Thunder.
You got to make that if you're Olathe North. That is a great shot right there. You got to knock down the open 3 if you're Workman. Great drive by Stemmons. You got to convert on that great opportunity there.
Yeah, I thought Stemmons could have taken it in with the layup, and instead tries to kick it out to shoot that 3-pointer. The safer play probably would have just been take those 2 points, wide open layup, as the Thunder will call a timeout here with 45 seconds on the game clock, 15 on the shot.
Now St. James is in an interesting spot. 1-point game. This is where I think if Reese Messer was on the court, St. James probably is running a play for her. That's probably the person you're trying to get involved here, but she's not on the court. So now you're in an interesting spot, right? Becker is probably where you're looking right now. Reagan Becker, she has 14 on the night. Probably your most versatile scorer as far as being able to do it inside out, but Sullivan, she has been so good tonight. It would feel wrong to to deny her an opportunity to give St. James the 3-point or 4-point lead here. I would expect if you're St. James, you're probably going to try to get the ball in Becker's hands on the perimeter and let her go to work in that area where she is best on the outside. But we'll see what St. James tries to do. 15 seconds left, plenty of time to run whatever sort of play you want right now if you're the Thunder.
Yeah, and two different possible strategies here from the Thunder. They could try to take that 2-for-1 just in case Olathe North does go down and scores and takes the lead, or they could try to waste some more time, take a better usage of those 15 seconds on the shot clock and work it down to 30 seconds.
Yeah, and if they went for a 2-for-1, you probably need a shot in the first 5 to 7 seconds for it to be worth it, which normally you're not going to get, but going on out-of-bounds play, you can get a player open quick enough for that to be worth it. So I think maybe you try to get an open 3 for one of your players here. Again, that's an area, if Messer was on the court, that's who you're trying to scheme it up for. You don't have her. It looks like they're just going to run a set play out here, not go for the 2-for-1.
Curran with the ball, gets a high screen to the left by Sullivan. Gets it inside to Becker. Becker with the post, left, up and in, extends the lead to 3.
St. James hasn't gone to the post much tonight, but went to it there. That's a big one. Now again, the priority, do not let Lee touch the ball.
Smart timeout there by Olathe North. Set up a play. Down 3, no shot clock. Gonna need a 3 to tie it, or maybe a quick 2 and foul. Try to get a 1-and-1 situation.
Yeah, I think right now, Olathe North, you're taking the first shot that's open. I think that's kind of what you got to do right now. If it's a 2 or a 3, you take it. You know, some people will tell you, hey, you hold on to the ball and you shoot the 3, but then you run the risk of the other team fouling and not even getting a shot off. So I think if you're Olathe North, you got 26 seconds here. You just take the first open shot. If they give you an open 2, you take that. If not, you hold, you try to go for the 3. But what a game this has been. St. James needs to find a way to stop Lee because you know that's where North's going to try to go with the ball here.
Yeah, and what a game it has been. The season opener for the Thunder, up 3 here with 26.7 seconds to go.
You got to wonder how they're going to try to stop Lee. Kyra Becker's been guarding her all night. She's done a great job off ball. Maybe a matchup sort of zone here might be something St. James goes to. They might go to the trap defense as well, but I think if you're St. James, you kind of just got to go back to that man defense that you've been running for the majority of this half. There's the risk that Lee's able to get past some screens or run off ball, get open, but I think that's the defense you're probably going to see St. James try to go with here.
Yeah, I think the number one thing the Eagles are going to try to do is obviously give it into Asia Lee and shoot a 3. If you're a Thunder defense, that's the one thing you're worried about is Asia Lee and then Allie Workman. You don't want those two to shoot it behind the perimeter. You're okay with giving up one of those 2s as there is no 1-and-1 anymore, actually, with the new rules. So it's just 2 shots after 5 fouls, and the Eagles only have 2 fouls, so that would kill a lot more time. Let's see what they do here.
Trying to get Lee open. They can't do that.
Gives it to Workman. Workman up top, guarded by Becker. Lee with the ball, guarded by Kyra Becker. Step back, gets it out to Workman. This one's stolen by Robinson. Robinson protecting the ball, and there's a foul. 16 seconds left. The Thunder get the ball, and the Eagles have some fouls to give before forcing free throws. And when they get to those free throws, all they need to do is make 1 to make it a 2-score game. As they check back in, Riley Kerwin, one of your better free throw shooters on this team.
Yeah, interesting. They're taking Robinson out, so they're going with a small lineup here. Bring Kerwin back in. They're going to try to keep the ball. That's the priority. Like you said, they got to do this at least 2 more times. So you got to secure the ball. That's really huge. St. James has a timeout if they need it.
They're going to say that Becker crossed the line.
Wow.
And a costly turnover by the Thunder. The Eagles have another shot.
You don't see that call very often, especially in a moment that big. I mean, no idea if it's the right call or not, but what a call that is. Becker didn't seem to debate it. That's a huge, huge mistake on St. James' part. And now, again, they're going to try to get it to Lee here, you would think, for a 3.
Lee with it in the corner. Shucks something up, tries to draw a foul, won't get it. Becker with the ball. She's fouled there. Honestly, it was the best case scenario on that crossing the line call they called on Reagan Becker for the Eagles there because they didn't have to waste any time. And if they were to have to foul, that 1 free throw is easily makeable out of 1 of 2.
Absolutely, that is a critical mistake there. Workman picks up her 4th foul, and Lee shot way too early in that shot clock there.
There's another foul there as Riley Kerwin, I believe, will be going to the line.
Yeah, so Kerwin, 10 seconds left. Like you said, Jude, you make 1, this game's probably over. And you got to see a big-time play here from the senior. 76% free throw shooter last year. She's good in this situation. Just need one here, 2 would be great. And like you said, 2 shots no matter what. So if she doesn't get the first one, still plenty of an opportunity on the second one here.
Huge moment to start this season off for the Thunder. First free throw up and in. Ice in her veins. 60-56, Thunder lead with 10 seconds left. Second free throw up and in. 5-point game. Timeout by Coach Snell and the Thunder. We'll see what the Eagles try to draw up here. You have to somehow get a quick shot and be able to foul.
Yeah, I think it's quick 3. That's the priority right now. It doesn't matter who takes it. You got to get one up in the first 5 seconds here to have a shot. Ideally, obviously, Lee shoots the ball, but you've seen the last 2 times she's had opportunities. It hasn't gone well. It's resulted in 2 turnovers. Lee's definitely the best shooter, especially off the dribble. You wonder, maybe this is where you run a rare full court play where you try to get a player open like at the half court line and let him take a couple dribbles and shoot a 3 from there. But right now, St. James, the priority has to be you're not fouling. Do not let your players foul. A foul is the thing that gets you in trouble in a situation like this. So play off the ball a little more. Let them take a crazy shot if they have to. Just do not foul. That is the message that Coach Sell is sending to his team right now in the timeout.
Yeah, definitely do not foul on a shot. But with only 2 fouls, if they wanted to foul them more at the half court line just to waste some time, they have three fouls to give until they shoot free throws. Wouldn't be the worst decision, but up 5, don't really know if they're going to need to do that necessarily.
Yeah, it's not the worst decision. It is risky if they do shoot the ball when you're trying to foul when they aren't, but that, it's not a bad idea if St. James needs to do that down the stretch here.
Stemmons with the ball, dribbles in, kicks it out to Workman, taking too much time here. Williams going to put up a shot, no good, and that's the ball game. The Thunder go 1-0 to start the season over Olathe North. A comeback victory. Did not lead until the 3rd or 4th quarter. 61-56. St. James Academy beats Olathe North.
That is what a game that was. I mean, you cannot ask for anything better in the opener. On the St. James side, faced a lot of adversity down most of the first half. You see Messer go out, but what a game by St. James, especially the freshman Ireland Sullivan, number 30. She put up a great big-time performance. You don't see freshmen play as well as she did very often. 21 points for the Thunder, plenty of rebounds as well, and a great defensive effort. She's definitely your player of the game tonight for St. James, and you have to love what you saw from her in her first game in a St. James uniform.
Yeah, great opening game for the Thunder, and lots of optimism for this season with this younger team. We have Reese Messer and Kerwin as the 2 main seniors out there, but lots of underclassmen playing, just like Sullivan, player of the game today. 61-56, Thunder beat the Eagles. I'm Jude Wonder alongside Will Nichols. Thank you, Thunder Nation.